Hey, I'm Jeff Lure, Project Lead, NCAA Football 08.
Touchdown!
The guys have done a phenomenal job this year on the gameplay, the technology with the IK or the branching tackles, the balance between fun, the realism, and the responsiveness balance. It's just they've hit it in its perfect spot on this year. Take a snap, we're just going to run a power option off strong side. Quarterback gets a dynamic gang tackle, two people hit him from two different directions, bends his body backwards right as he pitches off to the halfback. Does a couple user jukes, makes a stiff arm, gets rewarded with the user control bonuses along the way, and takes it in the end zone, and bang, you got a motivation boost right there. He's leading by example. And we're basically just encouraging and rewarding you for taking control and making a play. So it's time to take matters into your own hands. And the simplicity of this design all comes around every player's got a motivation level. They start off neutral, and kind of like dynamic player ratings used to work, players would go up and down based on how they were performing individually. Well, now as a user, you can take control of them and affect their motivation so you can get them to go up more quickly. In addition to that, you can boost their motivation level all the way up to the point where they're in the zone. You can only do that as a user-controlled player. Once you've got a guy in the zone or an impact player, for example, you can unlock the sphere of influence motivation boost. And so like I was talking about before, you take West Virginia and they've got a running back who's an impact player. You bust that 60-yard touchdown on the option, he scores a touchdown, you'll get a motivation boost, which will affect the players on the team. So again, it really just rewards and encourages you to take control and make a play and affect those around you. Campus Legend, we couldn't be more excited about than for Next Gen this year. So right away it's different because you can either choose to start off as an existing college player or start a new career. So like you said, if you want to start off as the sophomore quarterback at the University of Florida and take over that program, you can do that. So it's not like previous modes where you've just gone in and you come in as a freshman and taken over the starting spot. Or you can start off as a high school senior, and you'll pick up your high school playing career in the state playoffs. So if you pick Nebraska is your state, and pick the city and the high school you're from, you'll be playing in a round of 16 teams in the high school playoffs, and it'll pull from all the different hometowns that we've got in our database. So you start off, and the competition will get progressively more difficult as you go through the rounds of the high school playoffs, and this is what will determine your ratings. So you create your high school, and for me it was Osmond High School, and I create my orange and black uniform and stuff like that. You go and you do the battle, and based on your performance in those high school games, you'll get a pop-up at the end of the game. It'll tell you how you performed. It'll give you your stats. It'll say, well, you're now a 3 or a 4 or 5-star caliber prospect. Here are the schools that are recruiting you. And then you make it all the way through the state playoffs, and you'll get a list of schools that you can go to. You can always walk on to your favorite team if they don't offer you a scholarship. But the nice part about it is when you're determining where you want to go play your college ball at, it'll tell you your projected depth chart position. So you can say, well, I want to go to the University of Nebraska, but I'm going to be third string there, so maybe I'll go over to Iowa because I can be a starter as a freshman. So the choice is up to you. The way you'll earn your playing time in Campus Legend mode is through practice. So you'll get to go into practice and run 10 different plays against random defenses or random offenses depending on what position you're playing. And based on your score and how you perform on those plays, you'll see a meter going up and your point total going up, and then once you reach your target point total, you'll move up to that next spot on the depth chart. So your goal is based on your position in the depth chart and your skills versus the next person up on the depth chart. So if you're challenging someone who's 20 points better than you, your target score is going to be a lot higher than someone who's maybe just a couple points ahead of you. Yeah, and with the highlights, this is something we actually started last year. We had the photo album in NCAA Football 07. Well, this year in NCAA Football 08, you're going to not only have the ability to take photos, the game will take automatic photos for you, and you can create a video highlight, and it'll encode it into a real video where you can save it to your hard drive. You can upload your videos and your photos onto the internet, show them off to your buddies, download them to your PC, create a highlight reel, set it as your background on your PC, whatever you want to do. So the goal is just to build a community that can show off their highlights in a real media-rich environment. NCAA Football 08 will be coming out this summer. What I'm excited about, in addition to just the numerous gameplay improvements, the lead by example, rewarding, encouraging the user for taking control and making plays, the feature depth with Campus Legends, just a lot of new and unique ways of playing the game. Haven't even gone into Dynasty mode yet. There's a lot to look forward to there. which I'm going to hold tight right now. So we've got it all with it. Surprising with the innovation on the video highlights and that technology too. It's just amazing. So the way the community is going to rally around that feature, I'm very excited about it.